Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Nanny Faye Chrisley gives big living conditions changes. Nanny Faye Chrisley is giving a big living condition change update. Her life has been turned upside down over the last several years regarding her health and her son's incarceration. So what is next for the beloved grandmother? Keep reading for more details. Nanny Faye Chrisley shares big changes ahead. Chrisley Knows Best fans have adored Nanny Faye Chrisley for years. She is quirky, can tell it like it is, and makes everyone laugh. Nanny has not a care in the world, and that is just fine with her. More so, she loves to get into good trouble with those around her, especially her family, which has been amazing to watch. Unfortunately, her health took a hit when she was diagnosed with bladder cancer. She credited her daughter-in-law, Julie Chrisley, with helping her get through the darkest of days. Then both Julie and Todd Chrisley were sentenced to a collective 19 years behind bars. Luckily, Faye shared her cancer was in remission and she was going to be fine. She has been spending time with her grandchildren and even visited her son, Todd, in Florida for Thanksgiving 2023. They had never been apart for the holiday, so she would not miss seeing him, even if he was incarcerated. Plus, she had friends who were excited to see her in Florida, so it was two birds with one stone. Though she missed her son, Faye still had her beloved pup, Miley. Sadly, Miley just passed away, and everyone was wrecked for Nanny. Now she is sharing major life changes. On the latest episode of Lindsay Chrisley's Southern Tea podcast, Nanny Faye shared she had sold her home. There was talk about how she had privately sold her Worcester home earlier this year. Lindsay recently sold the home she moved into after her divorce, so she can relate to the moving on part and letting go of the memories. Nanny also delved into the loss of Miley and how hard that has been for her. Fans love the bond. Lindsay Chrisley and her sister, Savannah Chrisley, are estranged with a lot of bad blood. So fans were thrilled to see her and Nanny Faye Chrisley still thick as thieves. Moreover, they just love Nanny as she is pure sunshine. After months of speculation and whispered rumors swirling around the Chrisley family's uncertain future, Nanny Faye Chrisley has decided to do what she does best: take control and do things her way. The beloved matriarch, known for her wit, sass, and unapologetically bold personality, has announced sweeping changes to her living conditions, and fans everywhere are thrilled by her bold new chapter. It all started with a simple Instagram video, a shaky clip filmed by her grandson Chase, showing Nanny Faye sitting in a rocking chair on a sun-drenched porch. Dressed in a hot pink tracksuit and oversized sunglasses, she sipped sweet tea and grinned at the camera. "I've had enough of the silence, sugar," she said. "It's time for a change, and this old gal is gonna do it her way." Within hours, fans flooded the comments, asking what she meant. Was she moving? Downsizing? Going off the grid? Turns out it was all of the above, and then some. Goodbye suburbia, hello Southern sanctuary. First came the news that Nanny Faye was leaving the traditional Nashville suburbs behind. The spacious home she'd shared with family over the years, featured countless times on Chrisley Knows Best, was going up for sale. "It's too quiet," she confessed in a follow-up video. "I don't want a home full of echoes. I want one filled with laughter, chickens, leopard print linens, her bingo trophies, and her beloved collection of vintage Elvis Presley plates," and made a beeline for the Tennessee countryside. Fans were stunned when photos surfaced of a charming farmhouse nestled on 5 acres of land. It had wraparound porches, a bright red barn, and even a pond she named Chrisley Creek. But that wasn't the only surprise. Nanny Faye builds her own tiny house compound. As if a farm wasn't enough, Nanny Faye took things one step further. Inspired by her love of HGTV, and all things unconventional. She invested in 3 tiny homes and had them custom built just down the hill from her main farmhouse. Each was uniquely decorated. One was leopard-themed, another decked out in flamingos, and the last was a poker cabin, complete with a neon sign that read, "Lady Luck lives here." Chase and Savannah can come stay if they like, she said during a podcast appearance. But if they so much as change the thermostat without asking, I'll evict them. Fans adored the idea. She's creating her own Crisley compound, one fan wrote. Todd may be in prison, but Nanny Faye is the new family CEO. A self-sufficient queen. Gone are the days of catered meals and hired help. Nanny Faye has taken on a simpler, self-sufficient lifestyle, and she's loving every second of it. I've got my garden, my hens, and my peace, she declared proudly. Every morning I collect my eggs, brew my coffee, and read the paper. I don't need a 5-star kitchen. I need a skillet that remembers how bacon should sizzle. She's also hired a local handyman, who she slyly refers to as Mr. Fix-It, to help maintain the property. Though she insists it's all professional, fans have speculated that a possible romance is brewing. After all, in one video, she can be heard giggling while he builds her a gazebo. And speaking of fans, NannyTube is born. Not one to let her stardom fade, Nanny Faye launched her own YouTube channel, NannyTube. Weekly videos showcase her new life, from making Depression-era lemon pie to riding her golf cart through the orchard she recently planted. One fan-favorite episode features her trying to teach her dog, Moo Moo, how to herd chickens, with hilariously chaotic results. She's also started a segment called Tea with Faye, where she dishes out advice to fans. Don't marry for money, she warned in a recent episode. Marry for bacon. At least you'll be full if you're miserable. Viewers adore the authentic, unfiltered version of Nanny Faye. The comment section reads like a love letter. She's the grandma we all wish we had. Nanny Faye is a national treasure. Protect her at all costs. This woman needs her own sitcom. Rewriting the Crisley legacy. What began as a simple change in scenery has evolved into something deeper. Nanny Faye's living condition overhaul has become symbolic, a reclaiming of the Crisley legacy in a time when the family name has been overshadowed by legal battles and headlines. With Todd and Julie still behind bars and Savannah attempting to navigate life as a caretaker and influencer, it's Nanny Faye who's emerged as the heart and soul of the Crisley name. By choosing simplicity, independence, and authenticity, she's managed to shift the narrative. Nobody's perfect, she said in a particularly emotional video, but I'll be damned if I let this family story end in a courtroom. We still got love, we've still got fire, and we've still got each other. The Crisley comeback. Rumors are swirling that Nanny Faye's new way of life could serve as inspiration for a Crisley family reboot, one that focuses on resilience, rebuilding, and hilarious moments on the farm. A potential working title: Faye's Farmhouse, Southern Sass, and Second Chances. Network execs haven't confirmed anything, but Savannah has teased that a new project is in the works. And Chase hinted that Nanny Faye might be the real star this time. Even if no cameras return, fans are content just watching her bloom. She's living her best life, one wrote, and that's the comeback we didn't know we needed.